Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Welcome to Monday morning. We are stepping right into the start of a brand new week. This week we don't have just one specific teacher to lead us into our daily meditation, but a whole host of teachers. And for most of today's quotes, I'm not even sure who this quote is from. Let's get into it. Somebody, good morning. Welcome to the start of a brand new week. The truth is, how we approach Monday significantly influences the emotional tone of the entire week. Danae, good morning. Welcome to a brand new Monday. Monday is a powerful starting point, a blank canvas upon which we paint the strokes of our intentions. Just as a sailor must carefully set their sails to navigate the winds, we must consciously set our intentions to navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead this week. Charlene, good morning. Welcome to this beautiful Monday. And Maggie, good morning. Welcome to the start of the week. Be intentional as you look into this week ahead. Intention, of course, does not guarantee that things work out the way you've planned. But clear intent is what steers your ship when the storms do arise. Without clear intent, you are at the mercy of the storm, with nothing to guide your decision making. And you will be swept in whatever direction your external environment dictates. When we find ourselves in the storm, the thing that helps us know how to adjust, how to set our sails, is knowing where we're going. There's a beautiful quote that says, "You can't control the direction that the wind blows, but you can set your sails to reach any destination you choose." It might make the journey longer. It might make you have to take a detour. But whatever the wind does, you can choose how to set your sails. A very similar quote from Seneca says, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, then no wind is favorable." And the last one, also unknown origin, is that the true master always has perfectly clear intent and also accepts whatever happens as the perfect outcome. We are always surrounded by weather systems that are outside of our control. And no matter how clearly our intention is set, it will never make us master of the wind and the waves. However, when foul weather hits, as it often does, and you have to change all of your plans, the one thing that'll get you back on course is the clear intention that you have set. Without clear intention, you're at the mercy of your environment. You'll be pushed wherever the weather systems choose. But if you know where you are going, then changing weather conditions are not so scary anymore. Because you know that whatever the wind does, you will keep adjusting your sails until you finally find yourself back on track again. Just a second as I try and find my way back into my document that has suddenly disappeared. At least I have a clear intention, so that when the weather systems blow me off course, I can find my way back to where I was. So as we enter this week, as we step into a brand new week, what we're doing with a Monday morning meditation is we're being intentional about how we want to step into this week. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes and we will slip away together on today's journey. Here we go. starting with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. Continue your full body breathing on your own time. With every inhale, engage every cell in your body as you rise. With every exhale, bring every cell of your body into the softening. And while you continue your full body breathing, I'd love to remind you of what exactly it is that you are busy doing right now. You are being the teacher to this body. You are telling this body, I want you to sit down. I want you to take a few big breaths. I want you to know that this is how I want us to do this. Whenever we fall into that trap of survival mode for too long, when we become very dominant in our sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight nervous system, then what happens in our body is that our body becomes like a house divided on itself. The systems of our bodies start competing against one another instead of cooperating with one another. The longer we live in survival mode, the more our body starts fighting itself. What you are doing right now, even with a few slow, deep inhales, is you are switching from a sympathetic nervous system to a parasympathetic nervous system, a calm nervous system. And in so doing, you are reminding every cell in this body that we are one family. The cells around you are not enemies, they're brothers and sisters. And the more regularly you remember to stop, sit this body down, take a few big, slow breaths, the more often you can do that, the more you are reminding every cell in this body that we are one. We are one wholeness. How many times a day can you remind yourself to stop, take a few big breaths, slow exhale, and help every cell in your body to hold hands? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. And roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and how it settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air as it touches the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a brand new week. See your toes sticking over the edge and see yourself ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. Standing at the start of a brand new week, we take the opportunity to set an intention for the week ahead. To set the intention that we'll start every day this week with intention. When we don't set a clear intention, we risk being on autopilot, of course. On autopilot, we very likely react to the world in the same old ways we have reacted in the past. And without clear intention, how will we know how to set our sails when any storm or any strong wind arrives? Without clear intention, the weather systems will push us wherever they want to. So let's start with what we know about the week ahead. What is already in the calendar? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take a moment to walk through Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, of course, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and remind yourself of what lies ahead this week. What are some things you need to get done this week? What are some places you need to go this week? Who are the people you need to see this week? Bring these pictures into your mind as a reminder of what lies ahead this week. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? And open yourself to the whole spectrum of creating. What could come to your mind might be something very physical, something you can point at and say, this is what I did this week. I made this, I created this. But also remind yourself of the small ways in which we create all the time. Every interaction with every other human is an act of creating. Every meal you make is an act of creating. How you are inside of your home creates the energy in your home. So maybe it's more important to ask, how do you want to show up this week? How do you want to create this week? Who are you going to be this week? How will you deal with the changing weather systems this week? So as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, how will you create this week? Take your next big breath. And for a moment, transport yourself to the end of the week. Imagine yourself already having walked through this week, standing in the next weekend and looking back. If you had a checklist for the end of this week, and as you look back over the week, what are the things you would like to have seen yourself gotten done? What are things for which you'd like to say, I got this done, I got that done? What are things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one and I made progress on that one? If you get to the end of this week and you look back, what would you like to see yourself having done this week? Take your next big breath. We are always surrounded by ever-changing weather systems. And that's true for each of us, every human being. There are always larger energies around us that we have no control over, no matter who we are. The saying goes that you can't control the direction the wind blows. Just like so many things moving around us that we just have no control over. But every sailor that has ever taken a tiny sailboat across the world knows that with patience, with planning, with experience, he can set his sails to reach any destination on this globe. Well, any destination with a coastline at least. Irrespective of what the wind does. It might take patience, yes. It may include many detours, yes. But if you know where you're sailing to, you will keep adjusting your sails regardless of the weather systems. Can you see that being true for you? Can you embrace this truth? That even though you can't control the wind, you absolutely do have choice over how you set your sail. What would that picture look like for you? Bring a picture into your mind. You can't control the direction the wind blows, but you choose how to set your sails. See how clearly you can find a picture to match that. Take your next big breath. Seneca said something very similar. He said, "To one who does not know which port they are sailing to, no wind is favorable." Which simply means that when you have no intention, no clear intention, no direction, then even if things really are going your way, would you know that things are going your way? Without any clear intention, we are directionless as well as rudderless. Perhaps we don't always know what the goal is, where the goal is, where we are heading to. But we can still have a clear intention as to how we want to show up. Who am I choosing to be? How am I choosing to respond to the changing weather conditions? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, try and find a really clear intention for how you want to show up this week. Who is it that you're choosing to be this week? Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. We are, of course, always surrounded by weather systems outside of our control. And no matter how good we get at setting a clear intention, it will never make us the master of the wind and the waves, no matter how clear our intention is set. However, when foul weather hits, as it often does, and when you have to change your plans completely, the one thing that will get you back on course is the clear intention you have set. Without clear intention, you're at the mercy of your environment. You'll be pushed wherever the weather systems choose. But if you know where you are going, then changing weather conditions are not so scary anymore, because you know that whatever the wind does, you will just keep adjusting your sails until you reach the destination that you choose. So step out into every day this week with clarity of intention. Then at the end of each day, after doing your best, put your head down to rest. Remind yourself that however the day turns out is perfect. Life is always a work in progress. And tomorrow you will create from your best once again. Sometimes we don't have a clear external goal, like a clear destination of a port somewhere over there that we're sailing to. And that's okay. That's not always necessary to have an outside goal that we are aiming for. But we have to be clear about who we are, how we want to show up, who it is that we choose to be. And as a foundation, let that be your clear intention. When stumbling blocks, speed bumps come your way this week, who are you going to be? How are you going to respond to the changing weather conditions? Because if we are not clear about that, then when issues come our way, we respond in the same old ways, react in the same old ways as we have in the past. Who will you be as the captain of your ship this week? Set yourself up to thrive no matter what wind blows your way. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for being able to step into a brand new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being given a moment to become clear about the week ahead and who it is that I choose to be this week ahead. Take a deep breath in. Before any storm hits this week, I'm already choosing who I want to be in that storm. What kind of captain will I be when the wind changes direction? I'm trying to be very clear about how I will show up this week. I'm trying to remind myself when the weather changes that, hey, remember, here is what you chose to be. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for knowing that I don't need to have the wind always go my way. I can choose how to adjust my sails. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. I trust that you will be a skilled captain in your sailing boat this week. May you have fair weather and sailing seas. And remind yourself that when the weather changes, it is up to you how to adjust. You don't have to be blown wherever the wind goes. Michelle, a very good morning. Welcome to this brand new week. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Sunmuddy. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Michelle. See you again soon. Ciao, ciao.